Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, the outrage machine is up and running. Find out why Selena Gomez fans are coming for a TV show. The deets in the hot dish.
Hi, Kristin. How are you?
Then, I loved her before, and now I really love her. I'm talking with Kristin Chenoweth about her new show on Apple TV, Shmigadoon. Plus, the moment at the end of the interview that stopped me in my tracks. And it's my latest best thing ever, and this oldie but goodie is a killer. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Good morning, Hutchinson. Good morning, Laverne. Good morning, New Richmond. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jason. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Raising Cane's Employee of the Month, the queen of the chicken fingers, Kendall Martin.
Chicken finger looking good.
That's right.
Is that the wrong chicken place?
It is. Happy Wednesday, my friend.
Why, thank you. Happy Wednesday to you.
Thank you very much.
I love that tie. It's so bright.
Oh, thank you. It's brand new. I got it when I was on vacation. Do you know what this is? Do you know what's on the tie?
You know I have
don't know if you can see it at
eyesight.
home, but I think Steve's going to take a close-up of it. If you look real closely, it is Space Mountain at Walt Disney World and Disneyland.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's Space Mountain. It's really cool. It's like, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Oh, I see.
There's my chesticle right there.
From here, it looks like clouds or some sort of drawing of some kind, but I like it both ways.
Thank you. Yeah, a little Space Mountain action going there. I got it. Was one of the things I grabbed. I'm like, oh look, I'll get something for the Jason Show.
Yes.
I'll get a brand new tie.
But
no, it is pretty bright. Well, I'm feeling cheery. It's my last day of being 46. Tomorrow is my birthday. My mother started to give birth at a Hook's drugstore in Michigan City, Indiana. Yeah, I was a little early. Not a little early, but she was there getting some gum or something. And then, and then she wasn't smoking. But standing in line at the Hook's drugstore. And then I was ready to make my debut, girl.
I'm here.
I made it known at the Hook's drugstore that I was ready to come through the Johnny Carson multicolored curtain. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm enjoying my last few hours of 46. Let's say hi to our audience. We have a good group today. First, everybody say hi to Christy. Hi, Christy.
Hi.
Christy, you're from Hutchinson, right?
Yep, Hutchinson.
Okay, Christy, this is why I already love you. I was handed a card. You know, I have little fun facts about the audience members. And here's what Christy wrote for her favorite celebrities: Sean Connery, Bruno Mars, and Jason Matheson. I mean,
What a collection.
I already love Christy. I love you too, Christy.
I love you all.
Jill?
I'm obsessed with you.
I'm obsessed with you. I got to come up to. I've never been to Hutchinson, so I'll come up and we'll go to one of your favorite towny places, and we'll make an afternoon of it.
VFW pull tabs, chicken wings.
Wait. Is there
Best thing ever.
Okay, is there a quality? Because I love a good Legion and I love a good VFW. Do you guys have a good VFW?
We have a really good VFW. I think there's 7 boxes there, 7 or 8 boxes. And
Okay.
I always go on Wednesdays for wig night.
What am I doing here? There's a pool tab. There's 7 pool tabs at the VFW in Hutchinson. Can you host the show? I'm out of here.
I know. If you weren't married, you'd be ready to go.
Seriously, I would be all over there. Hi, Jill from New Hope. How are you?
Good. Hi.
Jill, same invite to you. I'm going to come up and join you, and because I've never been to New Hope either. So I've never been, but you're at your cabin, aren't you?
Yeah, up in McGregor.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love your background. And last but not least, joining us from the great outdoors, it's Molly. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Jason.
Sweetie, now are you really outside, or is that one of those fake Zoom backgrounds?
No, I'm sitting outside in the sun. I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
Nope.
But for you, for you.
Okay, Molly, on behalf of all of us here, thank you for perspiring. Thank you for enduring the hot weather for us. We'll make it worth your while. The ladies are going to join us a little bit later. Thank you guys so much. How much fun are they? I love them.
I love them too.
Each of them in like special ways.
I know. I'm like, I would be Molly sweating outside.
I know. Should we just keep an eye on Molly all hour long? Like just
how you doing, girl?
How sweaty will Molly get by the end of the hour? We'll just keep going back to her. Steve, let's just every so often go back to Molly and just see how much she's melting.
How she's doing.
Yeah. And then at the end, we'll send photographer Eric to give her an ice cream cone or something. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Because where's Molly? Molly didn't tell where she was from. I forgot. Anyway.
Outside.
She's outside. Let's get started. She's somehow we're outside. Okay, roll it, Steve. Let's get going. Let's start with the hot dish. It's finger looking good today. It is. If you thought the Swifties were a force to be reckoned with, fans of Selena Gomez are proving they should not be messed with either. They are outraged. Outraged after a clip from the Good Fight appears, and I love that show, appears to poke fun at Selena's health. Look at this.
Is there anything we can't do?
Necrophilia.
No, that could be funny.
Autism.
Selena Gomez's kidney transplant.
Hey, put one in just to throw everybody off.
All right.
One that's so inappropriate even you wouldn't joke about
Wait,
it.
do you think we could get canceled for even joking about being canceled?
Okay, so they're talking about, again, it's all about context, people. Don't get outraged until you take 2 minutes to see the whole story. In the clip, if you missed it, the actors are discussing topics that are not funny, that shouldn't be joked about. In response, Selena tweeted, "I'm not sure how writing jokes about organ transplants for TV shows has become a thing, but sadly, it has apparently. I hope in the next writer's room, one of these tasteless jokes are presented. It's called out immediately and doesn't make it on air." Look, I may get blowback for this, and I know there are people that disagree. I obviously would never make a joke about a transplant. My uncle had a lung transplant. I've had another family member who I won't say had. It's not funny, but my goodness, people, lighten up a little bit. It's not, they were actually talking about not making fun of it.
I know, and everybody sort of got on the bandwagon. It was like, okay, have any of you even seen the show other than maybe 5 people?
Yeah, seriously, look at the show before you get on your typewriter.
Right.
Just, that's what, I mean, and you know, I just said this yesterday. I'm not going to go back over it. I said this yesterday with the Matt Damon thing. This is what annoys me more than being outraged about something, is just do your due diligence. Spend 2 more minutes. Don't just look at a headline and go, how dare they? Look at what they said in the context it was said in. And then if you, look, there's a woman that listens to the radio show, Megan, who disagreed with my stance, but we had a respectful back and forth. I get it. Comedy is subjective. There are no victimless jokes. Every joke has a victim.
Right.
And if you don't think it's funny, fine. But I don't think it's offensive. I think this is absolutely in the file. Can we get a file box? A file of the, we are too sensitive.
I agree.
We are too, I mean, when did we stop being able to take a joke?
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me whatever you want. You're here and we're friends and I love you.
Okay, when was the last time that you can really think of that you were so offended by something someone said about somebody else that you tweeted at that someone? So it had nothing to do with you specifically. Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, I tweeted about a guy we're going to talk about later, the guy that allegedly groped a flight attendant. You know how I am with service industry. I don't like people mistreating service industry folks.
Right. And it's still a little different, because I think my point being.
Then I think I'm missing your question.
So my point being more, the amount of outrage it takes for someone to get that upset and that bold and like exclamation point and retweet and like and share and spend your whole day talking about it, when it has nothing to do with you, and maybe you weren't even there for the original thing.
Right. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Go plant some flowers or something.
Right. Have some pasta.
Sure.
It's good for you.
Next in the dish, in moderation. It's been a divisive season on The Real Housewives of New York, but last night's episode felt a little bit like a return to the old Housewives. Countess Luann filmed a music video for her Christmas song featuring all the ladies, but got more than she bargained for with Ramona. Look at this.
What do I want for Christmas?
So one more time.
What am I dreaming of? I didn't get the lip sync.
My dreaming of.
But I'm not looking at camera at all.
What is it gonna be? What's gonna magically.
One more time.
Take 50.
Don't worry about any of this. It's just you on cue singing opening this door. You know what I mean?
I know, but I can't hear the cue because I'm outside. So I just need to know
Maybe
what.
someone can wave to you. Wave,
I know.
So you
I
can
know.
see
What,
it.
what lyric?
Someone should wave. She's
I
gonna
got it,
wave,
I got
Lou.
it. Let me just
Look,
show
she's
you.
gonna wave to come for the cue.
Okay. So
See, I
we're gonna
came just in time. Just in time. I get things done. I am a director. You are. Yeah.
Somehow, I can always capture what needs to be done, and I get it done. So listen, I could be a director, a producer, major seller of real estate, you name it, I can do it if I put my mind to it.
What do I want for Christmas? That will not leave your mind all night. And I apologize in advance. It's very mean of me to do that. What do I want for Christmas? I'm buying that. It's coming out this Christmas. And by the way, I hope that you agree with me and executive producer Jeff. So Countess Luann is coming to Mystic Lake on December 4th. And Ted hates the housewives, like a lot of you. I think we should force Ted to go to Countess Luann's concert.
Sign me up.
Oh, I'll sit next to him.
Yeah.
I'll act like his date. Hey, girl. I'll buy him goobers.
Jason Matheson is cheating on his husband.
I know. I'll take him backstage. He can meet the Countess. Hello, Ted. I can't wait. Oh, we're doing it.
She looks so good. I know we say this every time, but seriously.
Yeah, look, Countess can take a joke. Here's a compliment. Here's some positivity. The Countess looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that episode was back to normal. The entire season is still a trash box, but that was a decent episode. What do I want for Christmas? This commercial break. We'll be back after this, so don't you go anywhere. Don't touch that remote. Coming up next, a lot of crazy things have happened with celebrity interviews over the years, but what happened with Kristin Chenoweth?
It's weird.
Blew me away. Our chat is just ahead. Then, notice something unique about this grasshopper? A Jason Show viewer did. We'll tell you all about it. And why is this guy duct taped to an airline seat? My blood is boiling just thinking about it. That and more when we come back.
Do you regret telling the legally blind former New York Governor David Patterson that you were blinder than he is?
No, I said I'm blind
glasses?
too. I didn't say blind. I said I'm blind too.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
that was misconstrued.
Yeah, not really.
Oh, I needed it.
Okay. Do you regret calling me today at 3 o'clock asking if you could get out of coming on this show
Lady Gaga?
because someone offered you Lady Gaga tickets? Do you regret that?
Come on.
Yes, you do. Can you name a Lady Gaga song?
You got me so flustered now I can't think.
I knew it.
No, you can't, Ramona. New York housewife Ramona Singer on Watch What Happens Live. Oh, this is one of those. I go back and forth. Sometimes Ramona drives me nuts. The story's been around that she's going to be fired. Andy asked her about it, and they had a joke about it. So I don't think it's true. Ramona thinks Leah in the cast started the rumor. So their casualness about it leads me to think that Ramona will be back. Other than that, they need to totally overhaul that show. I've said it 4 times, 800 times. Not going to say it again.
Ramona is the love to hate, but like die laughing inside character on the show.
She's so inappropriate.
So inappropriate.
She treats service folks but then there are moments where she realizes that she's acting trashy, and she apologizes and whatever. Next in the dish, one of the stars of Game of Thrones is talking about his mental health struggles as the show was winding down. Kit Harington, Mr. Jon Snow, talked with a radio show on Sirius XM about his battle. He actually took a year off from acting following the finale of Game of Thrones and said he needed to work on himself. Eventually, he says he was able to be proud of the show and not run away from it. He says he now appreciates the cultural impact that the show had and how his life is better because of it. If you guys didn't know, he's married to co-star Rose Leslie, who, let's bring it back to our first story, was one of the original stars of The Good Fight on Paramount+. And they have 2 beautiful children. Beautiful. Well, look at the Gene pool.
Right.
That's a beautiful resort pool right there. I can imagine, you know, that's a lot of pressure for anyone. And this is not an exact parallel by any stretch of the imagination, but I was watching the history of sitcoms on CNN, and they were talking about the pressure that the late Freddie Prinze felt with his sitcom Chico and the Man, being one of the first Latinx stars in popular culture, and it was crushing to him. Sadly, he passed away. Not the same, but I'm talking about the pressure that a star feels that's connected to a giant property like Game of Thrones. It would be mental gymnastics every day.
It would be, and he was one of, I mean, this is no spoiler, he was one of the only people alive at the end. They had a knack for killing characters off, and he dealt with some really dark things on that show. In general, they just dealt with those things. And so I think that mentally as an actor, you're constantly taking that in, plus the pressure. He was very open in 2019. He checked himself into rehab and was like, I need to work on my mental health, and a little bit about how much he was drinking. It wasn't necessarily that, but he just was like, this is just, I need a minute.
Well, all the fans and their expectations with a show like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And as an actor and a lead, you can't help but internalize that in some way.
And people hated the ending.
Yeah.
So like, ooh, that's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure. Next in the dish, Disney Plus has released the opening title sequence. You know, we love a good opening credit for the Doogie Howser reboot. The new show has a Hawaiian spin, and it is called Doogie Kamea Aloha. Kamea Aloha MD. I practice that a lot. The comedy is a coming-of-age dramedy that will follow a 16-year-old as she juggles, like the original Doogie Howser, being a teenager and a medical prodigy. Do we have it? Okay, I like a good title sequence. But look, I wasn't. Were you a big fan of the original? No. Doogie Howser?
No.
Okay, that's right. You were. What were you? You were like 4.
When did it come out?
Early 90s. Jeff, wasn't it like 94? Was it? No, I don't think it was 80s.
Well, Mama wasn't around in the 80s, so nope, didn't watch
Hey Siri, when did Doogie Howser MD premiere? Let's see here.
Doogie Howser MD was released September 18th, 1989.
Okay, Jeff is right. I gotta buy him a dinner or something. So yeah. Oh, that was the year of your birth. What? No, you weren't even born yet. You were 90, right?
I missed the 80s by 18 days.
That's right. Oh, it's a good decade. Anyway, I didn't love the original. It made Neil Patrick Harris a star, but this is good for the younger folks. You know, it's a new spin on it and introduces, if they've heard it, it is a pop culture term. Oh, you're like a Doogie Howser, meaning you're brilliant and you're a doctor at 4, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I won't be watching it, but I mean, we'll see.
Cute.
Let's talk to the audience. Ladies, okay, let's check on Molly.
I moved into the shade.
Yeah,
I moved into the
Molly!
shade. Sorry.
Now, Molly, you ruined the bit.
Okay.
Okay, get back in the sun, Molly. We're going to watch you melt for 40 minutes. Molly, what is the temperature there right now? Do we know?
Yeah, I just checked. It's 78 here in Excelsior, Minnesota.
Oh, Excelsior. Okay. Oh, you're right down the road. I genuinely could have photographer Eric bring you a bomb popper. Oh, he's not working today. We don't have him. Anyway.
My loss.
Well, you look at it. You're still not shiny yet. The lighting is good, Molly.
Well,
oh, look at you. Look, she has a diva dabbing towel. I love it.
Fabulous.
I love it. And Christy and Jill are smart. They're in air conditioning. Christy, you have air conditioning, don't you?
Yes, I do.
It's
at 62 degrees.
Are you storing salami in your house at 62?
Yeah.
I love it. You're right up my alley. We keep our bedroom at like 68. The dogs are
exactly.
I need it cold when I sleep. I cannot be hot when I sleep. Yeah.
Exactly. And I have 2 fans in my bedroom too.
Me too. That's right. I need the noise and then the air blown on me.
You're meant to be.
I know. See, Christy, we're meant to be in love. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Exactly. We'll talk to them in a little bit. I love them. Oh, God. Do you sleep with fans or noise machines or anything?
Yeah, we have an air filtration, like a little, box thing. We used to, never mind. Yeah. We used to have a door at like apartments that you live in. You have a door in your bedroom, like, normal people. We don't have a door anymore. There's no door in my upstairs. So I can hear everything because I go to bed really early, so I have noise machines all over.
Next in the dish, everyone can breathe a sigh of relief. American Idol is coming back for a 50th season. 20th season. Katy Perry, Luke Bryan, Lionel Richie, and Ryan Seacrest have all confirmed they're going to be back for the new season. The auditions will kick off in August, and the show is going to debut in the spring of 2022 on ABC. I don't like being snarky about Idol, because a lot of my early TV gig was thanks to Idol. I covered it the first years when it was good, but I mean this from the bottom of my little crusty heart. I can't name one contestant from the ABC years. Oh, that is a lie. I can name one.
Who?
That Lane gentleman from Louisiana. I follow him on the Instagram.
You didn't even really name him. That Lane gentleman from Louisiana.
Well, his name is Lane.
Okay.
And he's from Louisiana, and I think he's, hold on a minute. I want to now, I
got
gotta
to
get
gotten
him.
so far. Reiterating.
Lane, I'm sorry, what are you guys laughing at? Lane, oh no, that's a star of naughty movies. Let's see here.
You follow him on Instagram?
No, it's just a suggested follow, Kendall.
I think we just found out something about you.
No.
Yes.
Next in the dish. I can't stand when people are obnoxious on airplanes. Well, a guy on a Frontier flight to Miami took it to a next level, but the flight attendants had it under control. This is Maxwell Berry from Ohio, and he appeared to be intoxicated. That's putting it mildly when you hear the audio that we cannot play. According to police, he was screaming, and again, according to police, he then groped a flight attendant. Alleged. He's saying it didn't happen. In response, as you can see in this video, they duct taped him to the chair until the flight landed. Frontier has suspended the flight attendant for not following the proper procedures. Now, what?
Sorry, go on.
I have watched his video. I went through his Twitter account. Ooh. This gentleman is not a gentleman, alleged, if this is really his Twitter account. He was screaming at the flight attendant how rich he was, how much money his daddy had, how much he could buy the airline, and screaming obscenities, and alleged, like I said, groping the flight attendant. I don't care how much money you have. If you did that, there's not enough money to make that right. It doesn't, just, you entitled, flat top, ball cap wearing, bratty behavior, Bud Light drinking moron. I mean, seriously, you don't treat people like that. Obviously, that money did not buy you class, Countess Luann, because you would have shown a little bit of class to think this is how entitled he seems. The fact that he thought that that was okay.
Yeah.
The fact that he thought that that was okay in 2022 to grab allegedly grabbing a female flight attendant, when is that ever okay? That's what makes me think there's a sense of entitlement there that has been just ground into him, and it's gross. The flight attendant, here's the deal. Now, I will play, to be fair, I think they should have duct taped him to the seat, but they did duct tape his mouth. They wrapped, and that was a little too far for me. To be honest, I'm not defending him because in his Twitter account, he allegedly wrote, I was treated like livestock, or I was treated like an animal. My response to that is, if you act like an animal, you're going to be treated like an animal. But the duct tape to the mouth is where I think the flight attendants could be in trouble. It was it was a dehumanizing level 5, and I don't know.
Yeah, that's where that anger really clearly set in, and this is,
Yeah, but if you're intoxicated and you're 36,000 feet up in the air
they gotta
and you
do
have duct tape,
something.
you got to do something. And if he's screaming obscenities and you have families on that plane, you got to shut that guy's mouth.
Yeah.
You can't be screaming the F word on that plane and the aluminum can up in the sky. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Like newscasts, I need to do a correction. My mother-in-law texted in that commercial break. In my rant about that airline passenger, I was like, you entitled brat, flat top, ball cap wearing, Bud Light drinking. I apologize to my mother-in-law and all Bud Light drinkers for bringing Bud Light into my rant. Thank you. Why do you have to bring Bud Light into it? It's one of the sleeper TV hits of summer and a show I'm loving. Schmigadoon is the story of two people on a backpacking trip who wander into a magical town that's trapped in a golden age style musical. And one of the townspeople is Kristin Chenoweth, who plays the preacher's wife in Schmigadoon. Look at this.
It's time to vote and vote for Leighton. She is the only one to save our town from Satan. Save us now. Let's hope that she will save us soon. Save us soon. 'Cause we've got strife and tribulation. Strife and tribulation. Grief and consternation. Grief and consternation. Strife and tribulation. In
It's like stepping into producer Bjorn's backyard. That's that's Kristin as Mrs. Leighton. I got a chance to talk to Kristin last week, and just like my buddy Paige Davis, we instantly hit it off, and she was a delight. Look at this.
Hi, Kristin. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I am so excited. I'm living out like my little gay boy fantasy right now talking to you. So, and
Thank you.
I will start by saying how magnificent you look. Look, I mean, like stellar, dying a little. Look at that. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I brought out this glitter today because I didn't want you to forget. I'm not Mildred, okay?
Oh, seriously, my first question was, can we talk about your lip game as Mildred? Seriously, your lip game
Thank you.
Your lip game should win an Emmy like all by itself.
I freaking love you for understanding. That was the first thing I asked Barry. I said, she's maniacal and twisted. So I thought, what's the first thing you think of? For me, it's the Joker. I said, can I please have the Joker lips? And he was like, it might be too much. I said, can we please try? Can we at least try with the hair and makeup testing? The minute we did it, he said, oh, yes, 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 yes. So thank you for noticing.
Oh, it's the first thing. Like, even in a wide shot, Kristin, I was like, okay, I'm waiting for the close-up. Close-up. Okay, she's on the podium. Close-up. Boom. Lips. Lips.
I love you so much. That's what I thought, too. I thought she speaks all the time. She's spews hate. She's the dark cloud. It's her mouth.
I want to live in a world where you call me carnival trash. Like, literally, I wrote it down. I'm like, the next time I get into like a fight at a bar, I'm going to be like, you are carnival trash. It's the best. It's the best. Sincerely, the best slay in years.
First of all, thank you. Second of all, if you do it, will you please video it and send it to my publicist immediately?
I will.
I have to see you do it.
I'll send it to you on Instagram.
Yes. Do it.
I will look for some CT. I will look for some carnival trash and just lay them out.
When I got the line, I was like, how am I going to say that? I was like, carnival trash. I don't know. It was like 1940. I just went there. It's my favorite line.
It's as it should be. Can we talk about the sets for a second? Lord knows you've been on some great sets. But as a fan of like the musicals of the 40s, the sets are like simply magical. Just a simple. Was it the same on set, Kristin? Were they as just simplistically beautiful in person?
Jason, I walked on the set and I cried. And I usually do that when I walk on a Broadway set. When I'm doing a show, a character. I walk on and I just like,
you know, you think of the greatest scene designers, and we had one. We had him, and I went right up to him. I said to Barry, I need to meet the scenic designer immediately. And I went right up to him, and I just said, I don't know what to say to you, sir, except thank you. Not only to the attention to detail, which is important for the periods and the coverage of what we're trying to do here, but the actual mastery, the mastery of it. Thank you for bringing that up. I just thought, I think he's a genius.
I mean, obviously, people are gonna love the music. People are gonna love all. But I want people to notice your lips, and I wanted people to notice the set and celebrate both. The other things will be celebrated by everybody. I wanted to bring attention to two things that only the two of us would notice.
No, I have to tell you one secret, can I?
Yeah.
We were doing it during the election, and it doesn't matter what, I'm not a public person, so I'm not going to talk about politics, but you can imagine probably where I lie, but it doesn't matter. In tribulation, I held the Bible upside down.
Okay, they're wrapping me, and what a perfect place to wrap, because I'm dying. I'm going to go put some lips on. I'm going to go call someone some carnival trash, and I'm going to send it to you.
Please do it online immediately, please. I've got to have it.
Well, so I thought the interview was done there, but something happened. It wasn't. Something happened at the end that threw me for a loop. And I'll also explain what was going on with my camera. I shot that interview in my house. All of that when we come back. Back in a moment, my friends. Welcome back. Well, before the break, we showed you my interview with Kristin Chenoweth, and I said something happened after the interview that kind of threw me for a loop. Now, before we roll this, though, I also want to say I shot this interview. It was in the afternoon, late afternoon, and I shot it on my iPad at home. That's my house in the background. And you will notice the new iPads, the camera follows you, so it tracks your head. And the camera kept dipping, so you see me adjusting it. So I wanted to explain that as well. But here's the moment that really threw me sideways. Look at this.
I love you, Jason. Stay safe and know that you are cared for and loved by all the people around you.
Mwah. You too.
I have a weird thing. I have a weird thing. I need to say this. I have a weird thing, Jason. It's weird. I don't, and all the people listening can now know what my secret, and I'm crazy. But I was supposed to tell you that.
Really?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay. I'm supposed to tell you that.
Okay. I love you, and I'm going to go cry now. Bye.
Bye, babe.
I called executive producer Jeff, or I texted Jeff, and I called Colin, and I said, there was just a moment with Kristin Chenoweth that I didn't, you could see my face, I didn't quite understand what she meant. I thought, you know, when she said I had something to tell you that I thought she had like a little saying that she says at the end of every interview, like I end the broadcast here with go out there and be yourself. But then when she was, I need to tell you this. So she kind of had a vision. Well, I called our mutual friend, Melissa Peterman. Melissa was on the set of Young Sheldon, because I left her a message. I said, girl, you got to call me. I had a moment with Chenoweth. You got to give me a call. So Melissa Peterman called me on the set of Young Sheldon. She had a break. She called me. She goes, it's real. She goes, what? Because I sent her the clip. And she said it's real, that Kristin Chenoweth she's not the word, she's intuitive. And she hears voices. And I was like, oh my goodness. It was really weird. The whole rest of the weekend, I think I did that like on a Friday, Thursday, Friday. That's all I thought about all weekend.
Do you get it? Like, do you think you know maybe what she was hearing or who she was hearing it from?
Yeah. I mean, it's been an interesting 12 months for a variety of reasons. It's been challenging in some ways.
Right. Like, we don't have to delve into it,
but yeah, it's been a challenging 12 months. So it was interesting to hear. It makes sense. I know. I can imagine who it is. Wow. I know who it is, or I have a good sense of who it is. But It was just odd. Who would think that during a satellite interview with a star,
right,
that my relatives, because that's who it is, I don't know why I'm being weird about it. It's my grandma Mazak, it's my mom's mom, who I watched Dallas with, and then Betty and Earl of Betty and Earl's. And my stepdad, probably Cappy. So, yeah, I have some angels. So it's probably then. Because my grandmother, people always laugh about the Dallas thing, but I've said it many times on the show. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. She really nurtured my love of television. So, yeah.
That's so cool.
It was really cool. It was a moment you don't think is going to happen when you're interviewing someone about a show called Schmigadoon.
Right.
Speaking of that, Schmigadoon. By the way, people asked why it's the name of the town. Is Schmigadoon. You can find it on Apple TV Plus. If you like musicals, it really is funny. We're going to take a break. We will be back right after these words. Welcome back. Well, we always love when you send us photos on the Jason Show Facebook page. We do, but wait until you see. Come back to the TV, as I like to say. Wait until you see the photo that Jody, hi Jody, sent us yesterday. Here it is. She says, this grasshopper was stuck to my window today, and when looking closer, it looks like Jason's face on the grasshopper's belly. Now, here is a closer look. Look at that. It looks like our old logo.
It's on that shoe, too.
Oh, it is on the shoe. Yeah, here. Adam, can we get a shot of if people forget, our first year logo, the O was replaced with a mug or with my face, a drawing of my face. You see it right there. That is it. So it looks like my old logo. Well, we decided to name this the Jason Hopper. And it seems the person who narrates those nature documentaries is taking notice of this new insect. Listen.
What we are witnessing is a rare Jason Hopper. It was named for talk show host Jason Matheson. This grasshopper is rare, only seen inside a TV studio, peeling back pull tabs, not winning, or watching 80s TV dramas. Beware if you approach the Jason Hopper. It tends to disappear quickly unless it sees a vodka soda.
Very true. That's Sir Tommy Attenborough. Butler, that's Sir Tommy Butler Attenborough narrating the nature documentary. The Jason, are you all right? Were you bitten by a Jason Hopper? Wow.
I just watch all those shows and then just with that,
yeah,
it's Tom Butler and it's your face on a grasshopper.
Oh, I know. I come in today and I walk into the office, and when I get here, it's you're here, and executive producer Jeff is the first person I see, so I go into our little Jason Show office, and it really is small. It's a small box, and I go in there, and Jeff goes, wait till you hear and see this email from Jody. And I said, oh God, is it bad? Like, I'm in a good mood. He goes, no. He goes, look at this grasshopper's belly and tell me if you see something. And I looked and I died laughing. It really is just add a nose, and it's our old logo.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. So Jody, sweetheart, thank you. That was fantastic. I love it.
Oh, bravo.
Keep looking for me and wild animals, please. Just keep looking for my face and wild animals. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
It's like when people see the Virgin Mary in toast. You know what I mean? Oh, look, it's the Virgin Mary in the pancake. Yeah. Next up. Many of us have rewatched old TV shows over the past year and a half, and one show that I'm rewatching is my latest Best Thing Ever. It is a show that premiered 15 years ago this fall, and it's about to get a reboot.
I'm gonna tell you something that I've never told anyone before.
Okay.
I'm a serial killer. Oh, God. Oh, that feels so amazing to say out loud.
Dexter stars Michael C. Hall as a forensic technician who also happens to be a serial killer with a heart, targeting murderers who didn't get convicted. As I said, I recently started rewatching the entire series ahead of the reboot. This is why I did it, coming this fall to Showtime. So if you know nothing about this, if you have been on the fence, if you're looking for a new show to start, yes, there are a lot of seasons. I think there are 8 seasons. You can probably skip a couple, but no, don't skip any of it. But it's such, rewatching it, and we started with season 1. Oh, look, there's Dokes. Oh, God, I love Dokes. Anyway, rewatching it, you are reminded, A, how great this cast is. Michael C. Hall, Jennifer Carpenter. You forgot how great these characters are. Dexter, Deb, Dokes, LaGuardia. They're so fantastic. And then the writing and the mystery. And then we were talking this morning, Miami is basically like New York City is a character in Sex and the City. And you've watched it. Miami is a character in this show. And I mean, as the backdrop, it is so brilliant. And just rewatching it, I just kept going like this. Oh yeah, the show is good. It's on my top 20 of all time, probably top 15 of all time. And you did, as I just said, you watched it originally, right?
Yeah, I watched it. I think it was on Netflix for a while. Correct?
For a while it was. Yeah.
That's when I watched it. It was so bingeable. I just remember that.
Yeah, my mom, when I got her on it, and she finished it, I think, in like a week. She watched all 8 seasons in a week. And just to, now write this down, everybody. Season 4 with John Lithgow is one of the best seasons of television, period. Period. Take that to the bank and cash it. And the finale of that season, not gonna say anything else.
Okay.
Not gonna say anything else, but my goodness, it was one of those moments where I went, yeah, I did that. What? Dexter is my latest best thing ever. And you can find Dexter, the entire series, on Amazon Plus. On Amazon Plus, that's where I found it. And on Showtime's app if you have Showtime. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after these words. People are worked up today, Kendall. People are all worked up. Hey, don't forget to sign up to be a part of our Jason Show virtual audience. Like our friends today, go to the Facebook page, click that link right at the top, sign up for a certain day, and you'll be part of our audience. And if you do, if you're a part of the audience and you show up, you get a Jason Show mug, a special mug. That's right. You ready for the bubblegum goodbye question, everyone? Here we go.
Yes.
Wow, it's a long one. It's like
large.
the Thornbirds. Here we go. If you were stranded on a desert island, what food would you want an unlimited supply of? We'll tell you when we come back. Back in a moment. Hot Pockets. Okay. We're going to say goodbye to our audience before we answer the question. Let's check on Molly first of all. Molly, how you doing? You look... Oh, Molly, you look fresh as a peach, Molly.
I'm good.
You're good. And Kristin and Jill are holding up. Jill looks as good as when we went to her at 10 o'clock, doesn't she, Kendall?
It's true.
That's right. It's good air conditioning in that cabin. And Kristin, thank you for coming. And I will be up there soon, and we'll be playing pull tabs, okay?
Yay, I'm excited.
Thank you, ladies. We'll see you soon. Okay, our bubblegum goodbye question. Ample supply, desert island food. Go.
Okay, I'm being serious. I would take SpaghettiOs. Think about it. They're canned food, so it doesn't expire. It's easy enough to just like shovel into your mouth. You don't have to heat it up, and it's pasta.
God, I don't want you on my island. I really do not want you on my island.
Survival level 101. That's a brilliant idea.
No, but this is hypothetical. Like, I mean, you can pick anything.
You are hypothetically a terrible survivalist then.
Yeah, I would die on day 4. I mean, let's just be very clear.
Okay, what would you pick?
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings on an island?
Yeah.
They'd be like expired.
Well, no.
And all the animals would come and try to eat it because it's meat.
Again, 4 days, girl. I'm dead after 4 days anyway. I'm either running into the ocean and begging a shark to eat me, or I'm just gonna slam my head up against a coconut tree. I'm not a survivalist.
I would be one with the animals. I'd be fine.
Yeah, no, I won't be. That's gonna do it. Hey, tomorrow Sarah Rogers will join us. But right now, if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong, even if you take SpaghettiOs on a deserted island.
Jason,
I'm just saying.
Sense.
Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Come on, Kendall. I'm gonna go get you some real food. Come on.
Okay.